All right, welcome everyone. Um, we are going to focus on stretching the spine today and having a piece of cloth like a strap or just the scarf that I'm going to use will be good for doing this sort of chest stretch. And you might use it for a reclined hamstring stretch as well. But anyhow, this is a bit of an impromptu live stream. So if you watch this later on, then that's great. If you're able to join live, then I'm glad that that was able to happen, but I didn't really have the means to plan ahead for this. It's my first live stream in my new home of Boise, Idaho. So excited to be in mountain time and giving you the yoga flow experience. So let's go ahead and begin in a nice standing position. Have the feet parallel. They can be a little wide, like hip distance or so, and a little bit of a tuck of the tailbone. The legs are really long. The spine is really long. The breath is full and deep. And we'll continue deep breath. The arms hang down. You line up the neck with the spine. You're tall through the top of the head, grounded through the feet. A few more deep breaths. Just really standing tall. If I lean a little bit, I can see snow-covered mountains from my window. I know it just looks like a bright blur to y'all, but anyway, we've got the picture here to signify that we're enjoying the mountain experience. Okay, and incidentally, in some forms of yoga, they call this standing the mountain pose, Tadasana. So we'll inhale, lift the arms, abdominals draw in. And exhale, fold over the legs. Maybe a little bit of the knees. Walk back to a downward dog. Lift the hips high. Press strong through the hands. And soften the knees to the ground. Take a cat position and we'll roll the back out. Rounding and lengthening. You can go at any tempo. Slow flow is good so long as it's not lacking smoothness. You just want to go at a tempo that you know works for your spine. We're breathing smooth as we're flowing smooth. There's good contact points through the hands. Sometimes people have their sort of fingers and knuckles popping up. It's better to just ground through the hands. And we'll take a few little bows. So I like to turn my fingers out a little bit so the index finger is parallel or even a little bit open. And that helps us to roll the elbows in. Roll the elbows in, hug them against the ribs, and lower a little bit or all the way. Keep a lift in your abdomen. Do a few bows just to get some blood flow in the body. Very good. A nice downward dog. Hips high. Head down. Press back through the legs. Lift the tip of the tailbone. Let the head descend. Knees down. Child's pose. And come back to hands and knees. Let's go ahead and lower all the way. 8-part bow. Reach back to the feet. And we'll inhale, easy cobra. We're going to do rounds, lifting and lowering, reaching back to the ankles, grounding through the front of the pelvis. Use the core and lift, tucking under the toes, push into the legs, downward dog. Yeah, knees down. And we'll go ahead and press the ribs side to side. So do this other kind of cat spinal movement with the lateral roll. You may feel this stretch into your hip. On the side of the hip, the gluteus medius. And we'll come back to another round of the little bows, hugging the arms in, using the core. It's good for the bone density in the arms, strength in the torso. If you're grounding through your feet, then your abdomen assists the arms. It's not all on the shoulders, and that's a good thing. And we'll do one more set of the cat rolls, rounding and lengthening the spine. We're going to do a fair amount of these today, and plenty of back strengthening, so that the theory I have and what I've been doing in my own practice for my back is extra rolls and strengthening, so that I keep lots of muscle tone, but I don't make my muscles so toned, so hard, that I don't also have fluidity and suppleness in my spine and the muscles around it. So it may seem a little bit monotonous, but it's really good to do a little extra sometime of simple yet effective mobility work. And we'll go ahead and lower all the way again. Face down, reach back to the feet. This time we're going to do a basic locust. We're going to lift the legs and the chest. Nice smooth flow. Couple more. The arms stay a little bit close in. You don't have to squeeze and make them tense, but not having the elbows kind of wide is good. The hands might benefit by being a little extra wide. The elbows are in, you feel open across the chest. That's what we're aiming for in this motion. Feeling open in the chest. And release. Use the core and lift. And take a plank pose. Legs are toned, the back is flat or a little bit rounded. You're lifting out shoulders. Using the legs and the core as much as you can. And then a downward dog. Knees down. Extend the right leg. Lift just hip level. Lift the left arm. And switch. Extend the left leg. Lift just hip level. Really lengthening it. Opposite arm extends. And switch. Take the right leg up, but lean both hands down this time. Either stay neutral or you can add a push-up. Hugging the arms in. And doing the other side. Very good. We'll come back to doing a few more rolls. We're doing a lot of muscle toning for the back and some for the front of the core. But we're also staying loose and nurturing the muscles and joints. We're building stability around. Very good. And we'll go ahead and release all the way down. Reach back through the feet. Now we can do another set of the basic cobra, or do a version with the hands holding the head. This is a lot more strengthening on your neck and upper back. If that's too much for you, just modify. Otherwise, lifting. We'll do about 5 rounds. Hands alongside your chest. Use the core and lift. Press into the legs. Downward dog. And child's pose. Take deep breath. Let it all stretch out. Enjoy the breath. And come back to the hands and knees. Do one more set of the lateral presses, lateral rolls. And a few more of the normal rolls. All right, very good. We're going to go face down again. Place the hands under the hips. Point the ankles, lift the right leg, and hold the half locust. Switch sides, very smooth. Lower both feet, take the hands out from underneath, and do a half locust just with the upper body. So the feet stay glued down. Press the pelvis, arms lift, chest lifts. Breathing. Very good. Exhale, lower. And then a few rounds of lifting legs and chest. Doesn't have to be super high. You're extending the arms, flying back like wings. Do 2 more. Very good. Hands placed alongside the chest, and then 1 cobra. Do it slow. Keep the elbows bent. You don't have to lift super high. Just try and feel open in the mid-spine and chest. And exhale, release. Bring the arms low. You can lift in neutral or lift to up dog. Arms come down, kind of hands near low ribs. The Thighs lift, you're pressing through the hands and feet. Exhale, down dog. Use the abdomen to support your lumbar spine. The hips are high. And knees down. Let's roll out the spine a few more times. And elbows down, legs work way back, drop the hips a bit, plank on the elbows. And switching to a nice Sphinx. We'll hang out here for a little while. Feeling open in the chest. We've been doing a lot of movement for strengthening the back, also opening up the chest. And now we get to take that movement to the bank for a nice hold. Reaching back to the feet, breathing. Sometimes the arms wider makes it a little easier on your chest, neck, and low back. The elbows can be under the shoulders. You don't want them tucked too far back. And if you're needing a little bit of a lighter stretch forward, we'll take pressure off your joints. Find the place you need to be and breathe. And come on down. Use the core and lift. Downward dog. And ease down, roll out the back 3 more times. Neutral spine. Now lift the knees just a little bit. Tone in the core. Very good. Knees down, lower all the way. Chin to chest, inhale, roll to cobra. Let's do 5 of these. And then see if you can hold cobra or the Sphinx again. Not for too long, say about 15 seconds or 2 to 3 breaths. Exhale, release. Maybe wiggle the hips a little bit. Sometimes a little bit of lateral motion is good for the low back after doing this compression work of back bends. And we're going to use the core lift, take down the dog. And we can wag the dog a little bit here as well. Good. Let's take knees down, knees wide, and take child with wide knees. Let's come back to the hands and knees, and then turn. And open the legs into a nice straddle position. And we'll do a few sways side to side to loosen up those hips. So today we're doing a lot of movement, but not aggressive, really exhausting movement. Just getting the circulation and blood flow going. And we're also strengthening the body in what I like to think of as a just right sort of way. Not too little, not too much. I do enjoy an aggressive movement class, not forced and injurious, of course, but like lots of push-ups and up dogs and even handstands and things. Maybe we should do a handstand workshop sometime. What do you all think of that? Leave a comment below if you're interested in an inversion workshop. That's been kind of on my idea list for a while now. Anyway, but these movements that don't make your muscles tired, I really enjoy. We can always do them. You know, some days we want that practice that makes our muscles feel really worked, and that's awesome. But some days we don't have it in us, and we need more rejuvenation. And these movements that fuel the body, nurture the body, and don't tax the muscles, they're really good everyday stretches. When you're done with both sides, we're going to come back to center, put a bend in the knees, come on up at the top of the lift, open up the right foot, turn the back foot in, spread all the toes, and next is warrior two. Keeping the knee open, you want to be able to see the big toe, the arms are buoyant. Some people have some neck or upper back pain, maybe this is an option, but otherwise you have the arms nice and lifted. And then other side. Take time to really get the footing. I turn that back foot in and really open the foot that the warrior knee is going to be on. You bend, and the foot's open, the knee naturally opens. And you do your best to level the hips. Steady gaze. Deep, deep breath. Good. Arms and legs relaxed. Let's open up the right side one more time. Turn the back foot in, spread all the toes, pass through warrior, and then take a nice side angle. Switch to a reverse warrior. Deeper side angle. Back to warrior. And then switch legs again. Turn the back foot in, spread all the toes, pass through warrior. Side angle. The arm on the thigh is light. Core is supporting your back. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Warrior two. And then come back to a straddle position. Next, we're going to switch to a downward dog. So you can walk the hands forward and then legs together. Now kind of turn, do a little dog walk to face forward on the mat again. The hips are high. Breath is full and deep. Lift the right leg to build muscle tone and stretch. Switch sides, nice and smooth. And when you're done with both sides, knees down. Transition to face down. Reach back to the feet. And inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Bring the hands to low ribs. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And knees down. Let's transition to sitting on the heels. Sit nice and tall. We're going to take a twist to the right. And other side. Very good. We'll bring the legs out from underneath. Sitting bones back. Dandasana, arms up, abs in. Open the shoulders. You can modify the kind of a goalpost figure, but if you can really have that extended arm, but not the shoulder too high, sinking in as you're lifting up, the duality there. Active legs, active feet, feathered toes if possible. And stretch. Reach forward through the heart, stretch. Hashimotonasana, neutral neck, or a little bit of a dropping of the head, not hanging down too much. Big breath. It's perfectly fine to bend the knees. And we'll go ahead and release from that forward bend. Next, we're going to be doing our chest stretch. So go ahead and grab your cloth. I'm going to sit with my toes tucked under. You can do a cross-legged, or you can do this toe stretch, whatever works for you. Cross-legged has been kind of bugging my leg a little bit, so I'm going to try this, and we'll take the arms overhead. Go back and forth a couple times. This is kind of like flossing the upper back. And hold. And if you felt really tight in your chest and doing those locusts or cobras, for future reference, something like this at the beginning of the practice can work out great. I like to do this at any point in the practice just to relax these muscles. But if the chest and tightness in your front of the body is limiting your back bends, and it's a great warm-up for back bends. As a personal note, you could use it as a home practice tool. Still taking deep breath. Even when I'm not speaking it, I'm encouraging you to remind yourself. Very good. Release from that stretch. You can do a straddle stretch next. So bring the legs out from under. Widen the legs a little bit at first, and if you feel good going much wider, then body's nice and warmed up at this point, you might be able to experience a deeper stretch. And we'll come forward a little bit, maybe being propped up on kind of the fingertips, and eventually releasing down more. Rolling the thighs back. Deep breath. Slowly release when you're ready. Maybe massage around the upper lower leg, thighs near the knees, and glide the legs closer together. We're going to turn and prepare to release onto the back. Take knees to chest. And next, a butterfly. Feet down, knees open, feet together. And arrange the arms however you like, maybe breathing into the hands or holding the hands of your head. Knees lift, knees to chest. And then take a twist. Legs release to the left. Right shoulder stays grounded. Maybe use some padding under your thigh if you need. And other side. Balance the sides as long as you need. Emphasize more time on a tighter side if you have one side that needs more time. Stay consistent with your breathing. And when you're ready, take one more knees to chest. Either a wide knees to chest or a nice spider pose. And next is Shavasana. You're always welcome to turn the volume down and take a 15-minute Shavasana. Otherwise, we'll do a few minutes together here, enjoying just a little bit of reclined meditation. You're ready, deepen the breath. Knees to chest. And we'll conclude in a nice, comfortable seat. So come on up when you're ready. Sit tall. Breathe deep. Let's do a clearing breath in 3 ohms. Breathe it in. Open mouth, exhale. And then inhale for Om. Namaste. Thank you for joining and practicing today, everyone. Leave a comment. Tell me what the practice was like for you. And mention if you are interested in that inversion workshop I was talking about. It really helps if you haven't already to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. In the description below, there's links for donations. You can send a small amount, a large amount, anything in between. And I'm working all online in the meantime. I've given up my outside classes because it's snowing outside here and I haven't built a community here yet. So the donations always help, and they help especially now that I'm working online and with moving and various health challenges and the world being a little bit hectic in our family. I haven't been able to produce content, but now that we're here and getting grounded, I will be working online and offering things like online privates. I have my mobility and core toolkit, and I will be doing more of these donation classes on YouTube and more live streams, as well as downloaded short forms. So thank you for your support. Look forward to the next time, and hopefully this practice was just what you needed. Remember to drink water, eat water-rich foods, fruits and vegetables, and I will see you again soon. Ciao.